So I wasn't gonna film this week for perhaps obvious reasons. I'm sick and I have to work in 3 hours and I have barely slept. What am I doing with my life? Clearly making good decisions. But then I realize now is a perfect time to film this video. Because weeks like this week are the reason I'm making this video. It'll all make sense in a minute. Hopefully. It feels early to talk about this. Although in a sense, I've gotten further now than I ever have. I felt even earlier when I was drafting the script for this video about a week ago. No, 10 days ago now. Almost like, just like what's happened with previous years, I get all excited about my plan and I'm going, and then I hit a roadblock. Either life happens, or I get sick, or I run out of ideas. Let me actually say this right out instead of dancing around it. I'm talking about NaNoWriMo and why I'm not doing it this year and probably won't ever again. For those of you who don't occupy the same corners of the internet as all us crazy writers, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writers Month, and it is an online competition challenge thing to write 50,000 words in the month of November. I've tried this several times with various strategies. The first year I took the beginning of a story I had started from an online prompt and took it from there. Probably got a couple weeks in before I gave up. One year I took a story I'd worked on solely in a class that I was bored out of my brain in. You'll probably hear a story about that later. That was probably the one I failed the worst at, since I don't think I worked on it past the first week. Last year I decided that the 50,000 words could be in any creative project I had going, whether it could be a blog post, or it could be an edit of my manuscript, or it could just be working on a story idea I found in one of the dusty corners of my Google Drive. I've accomplished none of them. I don't think I even reached the halfway point on any of them. I don't know if it was the pressure to write a certain amount of words in a certain amount of time. What? Well, actually, I do know that that was exactly it. As soon as I am unable to accomplish a goal, I kind of give up, which is not a good thing. It's something I should fix, but it's a fact. I don't know how I ever thought I could write 50,000 words in a month when it took me an entire semester to write a 35-page paper that was less than 10,000 words. Barely less, but less. So this year I'm doing something different. I don't have one creative project I'm working on this year. I don't have a daily word count to shoot for this year. Technically, I don't even have to write every day of November this year. I just have to be creative in some way. In my goals that I was outlining, which I never actually wrote down, which probably would have been a better idea, so that I had hard and fast rules, I decided that what counted as creative could be editing my manuscript, doing rewrites on the manuscript, working on a blog post, filming a video, editing a video, even uploading or posting a blog post or a video would count, which I've actually had to fall back on one day because crazy sleep schedule and work and technology battles meant all I did was get a video uploaded to YouTube and writing the description for it. That was my creative thing for that day. But because I don't have that strict 1,500 words in a day, which I could do when I was writing a paper in a week or every 3 days, but not every day. The fact that I allow even the small things to count means that I don't lose the motivation of having a streak going, because that is hugely motivating. Having done something every day in November so far is huge. And yeah, I'm filming this at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, but this is my creativity for Friday because sleep schedules are janky and I'm sick and I don't even care. And maybe that's why I have hope for this year. Something, however small, is getting pulled out of the ether every day. That was poetic for no reason. If you've ever tried to do NaNoWriMo and have failed miserably, let me know. I could use the commiseration, I guess. And if you have ever finished NaNoWriMo, good on you. That is a huge amount of work. Just finishing a novel is huge, whether you do it in a month or 3 or 4 or 5 years. If you liked this video, you know what to do. If you want more of my writing rambling, I have a lot of it on my blog. Thanks for listening to my ramble, guys. Bye.